Hey everybody, and welcome to the Board Blue Collar Podcast, and we are your hosts, Hunter and myself.
Hey.
And today, we are talking about a little thing about Mars.
Yeah, a little bit of a left turn considering we've been doing the A1 Atlas and then we were out for a while, so let's go ahead and talk about this. So,
Do we want to talk about the Christmas sweaters first?
We have to.
Yes, so this
Okay,
was my
go for
idea
it.
because Christmas is literally in 5 days, and I kind of wanted to dress up for Christmas, so trying to get a little bit of that Christmas joy, so...
So are you letting out the presents for everybody, or we're just going to just both be Santa?
You're my elf. Because I'm fat, and you're not. I'm also
Okay.
taller than you.
Well, I guess we're all from Mars then. So we're going to backtrack off of the Atlas thing that we were doing, but still, do you want to go into it?
I would say this is kind of not the granddaddy of all conspiracies, but it's a big conspiracy that has a ton of. It even has TV shows,
Yeah.
you know.
The Martians,
Yeah.
the gray people and all that.
Yeah, the Greys or the guy that goes aliens.
Yeah, but okay, so did we come from there? Or do you think they're actually weird, like, ooh, and they have the long fingers and creepy looking things? Or are they just descendants, or sorry, not descendants, but precursors of us?
Like our ancestors.
Yeah. That's,
I mean, I could see it because there's a ton of, as a lot of people talk about, there's a ton of like ruined civilization, and there's pyramids.
that's what I was looking at with the pyramids. It's really weird how it's like super close to Egypt stuff.
Well,
So
yeah, it's
how-
because it's like, did these people get dropped over in Egypt? Because even in, Mexico, they have pyramids. The
Yeah.
pyramids are also
They're
Antarctica.
Yep.
What we
Yep.
talked about in our first,
Yep.
not our first video, was it our first video?
I think it was the second one.
Second video, that Antarctica has pyramids under the ice.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing that the pyramids in Egypt, they're underneath the desert.
Yeah.
And they've got like catacombs and stuff that are all the way underneath all that.
So,
So you got them in Antarctica and Egypt. They're all over the planet.
They're all
That's
the
very
same.
Weird. Have you not heard where I was talking about the other day? They have the pyramids figured out where they have the underneath is where the main part is, right? But they've got the catacombs in them down. But they use them as like power sources and stuff.
yeah, because isn't there chambers of,
Yeah.
like, inside the pyramid
Mm-hmm.
of, like, water erosion?
Yeah.
Where they, because there's also that theory that the pyramids are...
Wind erosion.
No, like inside, like where they would mix water and
Was it hydrogen?
it's not. It's like a acid kind of mix.
I guess I don't remember that.
But there's something because I remember. I think it's when I
It
was
still
watching.
was a corrosion.
Because they're corroded on the inside because
Yeah,
they had.
but most people thought it was wind, and then it's a lot of water.
Well, I'm talking about like the ones in Egypt that the pyramids are actually like, it, like not like telephone poles or whatever.
Oh no, it is like that though, where they have the actual spine down the middle of it.
Yeah, and it what caused Egypt to have electricity instead of using fire.
I don't know. I don't understand how that's done that, because didn't they have a structure over the pyramids where they were metal around the outside, like gold and stuff?
Yeah, there was
But they're supposed to be power sources, kind of like the Luxor.
Because isn't gold like a very high conductor?
Yeah,
But it wasn't gold that was around
No,
the
it
pyramids.
wasn't.
It was like lime or something.
right. But it still, they had it where it was a conductor. Do you like this one?
But Mars. So we have listened to a ton of podcasts, and we've also done a ton of research ourselves that we could have possibly be from a war-torn planet on Mars.
Yeah. Well, they've got was it uranium?
They found uranium, and some places
Oh,
on
they had radiation still.
yeah, there's radiation. Like, where would they come up from radiation?
Yeah, but Apollo found all that.
Yeah.
So how did nuclear happen over there? Because they've already got pyramids and they've got technology. They've got all
Well,
of it.
didn't some scientists say when they look at Mars, it looks like a little war-torn country?
Yes.
Like there was an actual like huge battle.
They've got where there's river corrosion, so there was for sure known
Yeah,
that there was water on
because
there.
doesn't Mars have like north and south pole where ice is
Yes.
underneath the crust?
Yes, yes,
So it's like
yes. Did it used to be civilized?
yeah,
But the atmosphere was actually deteriorated naturally, though, from what we've been told. I'm just saying. I know whether uranium's there or not. I'm just saying it's still.
well,
it shows that-
they have been fighting over the last like resources before the atmosphere kind of kaputted, because we're kind of heading towards that way now. Our atmosphere is kind of deteriorating with all the
emissions. And stuff,
emissions and everything.
I don't know. Like I said, we do have a big CO2 problem, but I don't know if that's an actual enough to take it out like that. I mean, that's a global catastrophe.
I mean, yeah, if it just happened naturally over time, yeah, but
That's the thing that happens in every planet, just like supernovas and whatnot, and black holes whenever the sun goes out or a star or whatever. But still, it does naturally deteriorate.
yeah, and it, like, because, like, what I think is, like, weird, because there's a lot of people that will, like, look at Mars and somehow they get a longing for home. Could
Fair.
that be just our ancestral birthplace, and unbeknownst to us is that that's home and we want to go back home? Because hell, right now they're trying to have space flight to like the moon and Mars. Like they want to colonize that. Is that just humanity just trying to get back home?
Yeah.
And we're just finally getting the technology now to go back?
I think yes and no. I don't know if we want to go on like a vacation. Do you really want to go to the moon for a vacation?
I mean, I feel like the first 100 years after we have that possibility is like, hey, bro, we got 2 weeks vacation. Let's go to the moon because tickets are cheap this week. I feel like that would be cool because then you're going to someplace you've never been before.
Right, and that's fine because I love traveling and everything, but I just don't.
That's
think
just
gonna
a-
be.
It's just like probably taking a plane in the next 100 years to Cancun or something.
Yeah, but do you really? What are you gonna just go get Windrock? It's not like you're going like, hey, there's a hotel.
If
here,
they
and
don't
then you're
sell-
gonna go to the beach. I don't know about you, but I'm not going to a beach on the moon because I don't think there's a beach on the moon.
If they don't sell moon pies on the moon, I'm going to be highly upset.
I don't think that's a thing. I think you're just gonna get rocks and.
I mean,
Dust.
I feel personally that would be the coolest thing ever is like, let's go to the moon for vacation. I mean, to me, I feel like the moon's going to be more of a pit stop to Mars and the rest of the planets.
You're not gonna do anything other than we dodged an asteroid. You're not doing anything. You're just gonna go stay in a hotel. Like, we went to the moon and it took us 2 months, but we stayed in a Holiday Inn.
I'm staying at the Ritz. If I'm going to the moon, I'm staying at somewhere nice, and I am.
No, I just think that whenever you get home, like, what'd you do this weekend? I went to the moon and just went to the
Well,
moon.
you know, I
Came
feel
back.
I
It
feel
was-
like the first 50 to 100 years after we have planetary flight, it's going to be the coolest thing ever.
But, okay, think of this on a bigger scale. If you go to the Grand Canyon, what do? You take a picture of the canyon and then you're done.
That's literally what we did when we went to Vegas.
That's what I'm saying. You just take a picture of it and you're like, all right, we were here, and then you leave. Same thing
You
with
have
the moon.
evidence that you were there.
Exactly, though. You're going to spend months on your trip going to the moon to go, look, crater, and then you come home.
I would. I'm just that type of person.
Hey, look, there's my house. I can see my house from here.
If I can't see my house from the moon, I'm going to be upset as well.
Are you going to take your telescope to another place?
I would definitely load up a telescope.
Okay, so if you're going to do that, why don't you bring a telescope here and take a picture of your house from my house?
Because I can't.
See?
Because the Earth is round and there's a bunch of stuff in the way.
Hey, not everybody thinks it's round.
We're not going on to that topic.
I'm just saying, some people don't think it's round, so don't offend anybody.
But there is so many conspiracies with Mars. Like with,
The other
we
flat
came from
planet.
there. I mean, have you seen pictures from the moon that they sent back? Does the Earth look like a coin to you?
No, it looks flat.
I'm gonna punch you so hard. But what else? What other conspiracies do you know from about Mars?
I mean, the ones that I can think of off the top of my head is I think we had civilization there and they got wrapped up, but I don't know. I think that we've actually been there. That'd be kind of weird to think about how you have pyramids and just technology or constructions that we're getting vague pictures of. I mean, when I say vague, it's just like when you watch a scary movie and
Yeah.
you see people, or even like somebody's getting robbed or something like that, the cameras are always crappy.
Yeah, it's like in
But
the
then you
old
see-
classic like horror movies when someone's getting killed, it's off to the side and you just
Yeah.
hear screaming.
It's like a blurred picture and stuff,
Yeah.
but then they're like, hey, look at this, new model and stuff like this of a car. And then they're like, oh, look, and it's like in 5K, super high def. And you're like, why can't we get those of these?
Well, because it's like even when we like get pictures of like supposed alien,
It's a big blurred.
it's a big blur. I'm like, with the high
Sasquatch.
definition That's a video we can probably go on.
Loch Ness monsters, as much all the stuff.
Hey, with my Scottish heritage, I would definitely enjoy that.
But I'm saying, but you always get these pictures, and it's just this big blurb, and they're like, "Hey, look at the new phone that we've got, the iPhone that can take."
It's like, oh yeah, it's like
8,000 pixels.
It's like what was when iPhone 16 came out. It's like, oh, people are shooting movies with it, and I can't get a high resolution picture of Mars.
Yep.
Like, what kind of government conspiracy theory is this?
But that's my point. It's going, why are we not getting these good pictures? And they're like, oh, well, we haven't developed the technology.
Because they know. They know.
Well, that was the same thing, if you want to backtrack like crazy, is the green light that we were talking about with Antarctica.
Oh,
They
yeah,
had
the
to
green.
blur it out of Google Maps and stuff.
Oh, yeah, even flights
I
that
still
are
want to
go.
go back to that and do a whole podcast of that one.
Yeah, the flights had to go around wherever it was.
No, they couldn't even go there because part of the Territorial Act or whatever.
Yeah, it's the Territorial Act between.
I want to see, now that we're talking about this mid-podcast, I'm actually going to go Google Antarctica right now. I am really, okay.
He's actually trying to see if there's a blur.
I want to go see if it's a
You're
blur.
probably going to have to go to the satellite version.
I don't care. I'm still going to go look. Since we already brought it up, you keep going because I'm going to go look. I've got it all like zoomed out. Look, there's the old planet.
Holy mo... See, even the planet's circled. Even on Apple Maps, it's circled.
Yes. It is a circle, y'all.
You flat earthers are wild. I bet you guys are also vegan as well.
All right, I got to see. Where's it?
You're probably going to have to go to satellite view. Because that's not going to work. But, so, with all this, like... Do you think since civilization had pyramids on Mars, that certain groups got dropped off in different locations and was told
Yes, absolutely.
to go rebuild society?
I don't know about rebuild, but...
It's like, we failed and we don't want you to fail, so we're
Yeah.
dropping you off in all these
Let's
locations.
start completely over, yes.
Only,
I think that's fair.
like...
But again, they're going to... If they're going to do that, then how do they know 3, 4, 5, 6 generations in that left? Then we're... What?
The only thing I could think of personally is, like, there was a bunch of younger Martians, people, Earthlings, whatever you want to call it, and there was a bunch of older people, probably like us, that remembered, that were like elders, kings. Oh yeah, the gray lights.
It's great.
Okay, whatever you want to say. But it's like, okay, maybe there was some like leaders that went with the society and the younger people didn't know what happened.
I'm listening. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. He's
I
not.
really am, but I looked up
Do you want to show the audience?
the green light that they shut off.
Can you move it a little closer for the audience?
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, Green Antarctica. They shut off that whole deal.
We could definitely go probably back over. But
Oh, that's going to go back to that. Oh.
oh yeah, that Antarctica used to be green.
Mm-hmm. I was just looking at the green light that they took off, but yeah, where it used to be actually flush. But now they've got that whole part right there straight out. Oh, listen to zoom in. Yeah, West Antarctica. Oh, it only doesn't want to zoom in. Anyway.
I don't know, I'm still waiting on other topics about Mars because you're.
Yeah, sorry, I went to the mix of. So, Antarctica is the point of what I wanted to bring up. I know that we've already done the podcast on that one, but they're
It's
doing the same. No, they're finding the same materials.
Oh, they are.
The uranium and stuff that they found in the green hole that they blurred out was why I brought that up. Is they found a whole deposit there that matches the same composition or whatever that's in Mars. So Apollo and Antarctica are having.
So Antarctica, way back when, could have been flush Greenland, and that's one of the places that they stopped.
Yeah, well, it started with Mars was having the same problem, and now Antarctica's doing the same thing that happened on Mars.
Just yeah.
They're having the same problem, and that's where they just divided it into 7 territories.
It's interesting.
So, did we do this on Mars, and we're starting again back to where we went through Antarctica's?
Well, they do say history does repeat itself.
That's what it's looking like. That's why I'm trying to ask you. If we just split it up, why are we splitting it up in the first place? You give me the opinion on that one.
It's all a government conspiracy.
But it's...
They know. and they don't want the public to know.
But it's like really, really big news channels where it's like China, Russia, us kind of thing. But
I don't think Russia has a treaty there though.
I'm looking again.
Because it's the U.S., Australia,
But China's
England.
leaving. They want to be the first ones back on the moon. We haven't done it in like 20 years.
Yeah,
That they say.
I don't know. We haven't been to the moon in a long time.
That was what, Reagan?
I think it was the 70s. That was way before Reagan. Reagan was like 80s. I think the last time the U.S. had been to the moon was 72?
Was it Apollo?
I think so. I think that was like, it's not Jimmy Carter. Was that, it wasn't, I think Nixon. I don't know. My history's kind of fuzzy on that, but we haven't been back to the moon since like the early 70s.
So, studying past life and water cycles and geological processes that Antarctica and Mars both have the same dry valleys and permafrost. So, astrobiological potential, Mars used to be like Antarctica.
Lush Greenland? Or are you talking about the frozen wasteland it is now?
Well, the processes that it goes through, ice caps, composition, salty water, the deterioration, like you said, whenever the valleys and stuff. It was a lot like Antarctica.
So was that like so do you think
That's a precursor?
maybe?
That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm thinking is maybe they went to Antarctica because at the time when they came from Mars, Antarctica was the exact same
Mars was Antarctica, is what I'm saying.
ecosystem as Mars at the time before they left because of a war. The planetary cycle changed.
It went from lush to ice to desert, just like Antarctica's done. I think, but that's the cap because I don't know how much you look this up. You know that the poles flip every so often. Okay.
And I
I think
know
we're in
that
the mix of that right now.
and that's what scientists
North-
are probably calling global warming at the time.
North and South poles are flipping,
And because it's like
but that's your changing.
what
your
in the
magnetism.
dinosaurs' time that it was all like tropical,
Yeah,
hot, humid, and now and Pangea was a thing, and then it split, and now we have all these different.
Well, Pangea's an easy one. You can see where the continents were.
Oh yeah,
You put Florida and like Africa and stuff like that. I mean,
they connect like a Lego
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah. I have no issue with believing that at all. It's just the fact that it moves so fast was kind of weird. I don't know, and maybe you've looked it up too. Have you seen where everybody says that the moon hit us or moon was part of us?
Yes, actually, because I looked that up once. That a
Okay, do you think it was that killed the dinosaurs or another one?
no,
it's
because
so-
the moon was already there when the dinosaurs were around.
Yeah, then what hit us?
I think they're saying like a giant asteroid hit the Earth, and then part of the Earth exploded, and then somehow reconnected as the moon.
So was Earth bigger than?
That's what they're saying. That some scientists
I've done
believe
some
that
of
the
that.
mass of the moon was originally part of Earth.
Yeah.
Because the moon helps with our waters and
Yeah.
because when Earth
Tell
first,
that to a surfer. Yes, I know. Changing my waves.
so you're saying you don't want the moon because you want bigger waves.
Well, I like to surf. Leave me alone.
Because the moon helps with tides and everything, and
yeah.
it also helps with our seasons. Because we're pulling off of each other.
Yeah. No, well, you got to go back to those flat earthers. They don't believe in gravity either.
I don't know. I've seen pictures of astronauts from the moon, and the Earth is not flat. I don't. And people that believe that when we landed on the moon, it was a Hollywood fake. Y'all can just get out of here.
I mean, we can make that happen, but
I mean, with how
that's
Hollywood.
so stupid that we haven't been.
Well, it was. I think the whole major reason why we haven't gone back to the moon because it costs so much money. It was cutting into our defense budget.
Now we have a military in space.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we should go back. I don't know why we're not there all the time anyway. I know they've got people on ISS right now, so I know they're already working.
But you know what's crazy though? They send them over to Russia to go to the ISS.
Yeah.
Which, if you guys don't know, the ISS is the International Space Station. Didn't they just bring back 2 people?
Yeah.
Because they were trapped up there.
Well, yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah, they were trapped up there, and nobody's like, we don't want to go get them. So Elon Musk, was it Elon Musk?
Yes.
Sent one of his rockets up there to go get them because the United States didn't want to go get them. Or Russia didn't want to go get them.
Somebody, yeah, I don't think it was us, but yeah, no, that's crazy because I know they're wanting to make it to where it's like easier back and forth.
Which is also crazy. If we're going to have intergalactical flight, you know, like the people that were on the ISS, did you know they lost 40% bone density
Yes.
because of the gravity?
Mm-hmm.
Because your body adapts to not having that gravitational force.
Well, they don't. It's an acclimate, but you get into that. That's why they run on the treadmills and stuff all the time, and they wear the weights and whatnot. Is your body's not
Because I think it takes a couple years once you come back from a space flight to go be eligible to go back and do another one.
Yeah, because it's the same thing as people that have like oh crap, what is it? Not comas, but whenever you're bedridden and you have to sit there and stretch and stuff like that, your body's not used to it. But when we're here, it's kind of the same thing as you got what? I think it's 15 pounds of pressure on you.
So you're saying once I hit the moon, I'm 15 pounds less.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're like
I need to go to the moon.
But no, what I'm saying right now with our gravitational pull, you've got like 15 pounds on you, right?
Yeah, it's always constant.
Yeah, because we're spinning fast enough to suck you down.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same thing.
As a kid, that blew my mind because we're spending what, a couple thousand miles an hour.
Couple, my butt. Yeah, it's like 100.
It's because we're spinning really fast because it takes 24 hours for the Earth for us to rotate.
4.76 miles per second.
Oh,
is what the ISS is doing.
that's crazy.
That's the ISS.
Oh, that's the ISS. How fast does yours spin?
I'm looking. Hold on.
'Cause I thought it was like
we're spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. It says at the equator.
At the equator, so here we might be spinning less.
It decreases as you move toward the poles, but as of right now,
Oh yeah, because
you're going 1,000 miles.
you're not. So relatively 1,000 miles.
So it's a ball spinning 1,000 miles an hour.
Which it's crazy because we don't feel it. You think 1,000 miles an hour.
But that's what's weighing me down.
Yeah,
15
because we're spinning so fast. Because it's like when you get on those carnival rides, and it sucks. It sucks
you go back
to
the wall. Yeah.
And like the bottom drops out, and you're still stuck.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
That's it. Wow.
That's why they do artificial gravity on the ISS and stuff too. Where it's sitting there turning.
That's just crazy.
But it's funny because whenever you watch it, it's like, oh, that's going really slow. And it's like, no, it's not. It's going 1,000 miles a second.
Yeah, it's going super fast.
Yeah.
Like.
But yeah, 1,000 miles a second. So how fast is the whole?
1,000 miles an hour, and it takes 24.
Second, an hour.
Oh, second. I'm sorry. My bad.
That's a lot faster by 60 times.
Yeah. So 1,000 miles a second, and it takes 24 hours to go from 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. Do the
Good
math.
job. Go ahead. I wanted to see you finish it.
Nope, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of this podcast. Oh man,
That's what you came up with?
so Mars. Actually,
Anyway.
you know what I want to talk about since we're kind of talking about planets? Do you believe Pluto is still a planet?
They not debunked it, but they got rid of it.
Yeah, because they considered Uranus and then Pluto?
No, it's they called it something.
It's not. It's too big to be a moon.
But it's too small.
It's too small to be a planet. It's an
Right.
orbital mass or something like that.
Then they've got Planet X that's over there. They're still considering a planet over here. Have you not seen Planet X?
Yeah, isn't Planet X like the next Earth?
Well, they said it's capable, but it's not. Not as of right now, it's not. And they don't know anything else about it. But yeah, it's capable. But so is Mars.
I thought they
which
found
was-
another planet that had
Mars.
Earth. No, not Mars. They found 2 other planets outside our solar system that had the same Earth capabilities.
But that one's. That's one of those ones where they were like, yeah, it's really close. I can't believe it. And they're like, yeah, it's only 280 light years away. And it's like,
Which in the relative of space, that's probably really close.
it is close, but if you were going at the speed of light for 280 million years, then you would get there. That's close.
We're getting
I don't know about you,
We're
but-
getting into Star Wars territory.
I'm just saying, if you were going at the speed of light for 280 million years,
Your great grandchildren times 2 to the power of pi.
what math are you doing? At that point, you have to have a black hole to
A black hole, or that you have to somehow create a jet engine that can go into
That's
hyperspace.
still crazy. Even if you were going, what is the speed of light? Was it like 125,000 miles a second?
Something like that.
Yeah. Either way, even if you could go that fast for 280 million years, you couldn't be. And they're like, yeah, it's close.
Like I said, in the relative of space, that's close. That's like, what, driving from here to Oklahoma City? Close.
What?
For space? Like in space, relatively terms, from planet Earth to that planet, it's probably considered in space terms like us to Oklahoma City.
Your math sucks.
I'm dumbing it down the best way I can consider it possible. Like I said, in the relative of space, that's close. Like how Oklahoma City is close to us.
I'm just not going to go with that analogy at all. I'm out. I'm out on that one. That is way not even remotely close as an analogy.
I think it is.
No. But no, like I said, I don't know. Trying to do that is the same thing with doing our travels with going to Mars. I think it's doable.
Probably in the next 50 years.
I would say even further than that. If they wanted to do like not
I
just artificial gravity, they're going to do artificial everything. I mean,
Yeah.
you're
gonna
going to
have
water powered.
domes and everything else. Which I think the first people that go to Mars is probably going to be construction people of some sort.
Oh yeah, it'll take forever to do
It's not going to be in our lifetime that.
it. No, I just think it's going to be one of those ones of making a weird statement about this. Is I think we're going to try and make a backup home, because the other one that they said that you brought up when I was talking about Planet X and stuff, there's I forgot what it's called. It's like B something.
I know.
It's a
I
capital
know.
B. It's Planet B12 or something. I don't know, B12. I'm gonna go with that because it's protein.
It sounds good enough.
Yeah. No, there's another one they said it's very similar, and it's a water-based planet, but it's light years away.
The only thing
It's ridiculous.
I can think of, and this is getting to like Halo terms,
Oh God.
is okay. So it's been a couple hundred years. We have colonized the moon. We have colonized the Mars.
The Mars.
The Mars. The Mars.
Don't.
But the way I can see it is, if we colonize it, how are we going to govern it?
I mean, it's the same thing with doing Antarctica, and we're still already here with that.
But is it like, okay, Earth has its one hemisphere, or the U.S. has like its own territory, and we're governing that, or is it going to be like NATO?
Are you talking about like where everybody has a piece?
Yeah, every country has a piece, but it's like not like the Earth. Like there's no oceans. So is it going to be like city, and people are just going to continue
No,
to intermingle?
I think it's going to be like westward expansion. You're going to just have chaos.
Well, yeah, but once chaos is done and law and order has got to Mars, who's going to govern it?
Okay, again, I'm going to backtrack you before you keep going further into Mars and the Moon and doing it. We haven't even done it with Antarctica yet. Like I said, there's 7 territories where
Well,
it's
that's
China,
all
Russia, all that.
military expansion.
It looks like a piece of pie.
I like pie.
Okay, well, if you got cherry pecan and peach cobbler and you're all cut up, but you're worried
Cobbler's
about,
not pie though.
but you're worried about other planets. I'm just talking about the other part of just the one that we've got right now.
Well, I'm just like the way we're talking about it, like, because that is near future.
It's going to be whoever just points the gun and takes over. It's the same way we've always done territorial stuff. No?
But I'm thinking like if it's a bunch of countries that are going, because what countries have space exploration? United States,
It's going to be money.
Russia, China.
It's going to be money and military. Are they just gonna
Well,
go
since
take
we
over
have
this
the
one?
highest defense spending.
Well, but okay, so.
But I think it's going to be like a NATO kind of thing, like a joint. Because I'm thinking it's not going to be like, here's the USA on Mars, here's Japan, Australia. I think it's just going to be cities, and it's just going to be one jumbled mess.
I still think you're going
Are we going to have just an Earth government at that point? It's just going to be one leader.
over
over
planet.
everything, like,
That's a dictatorship.
well, an
So-
elected official over like all of Earth.
So you're gonna have an interstellar government.
Yeah, and like we're gonna have a governor from Mars that has to answer to the president of Earth.
Okay, so if you have one over Mars, are you gonna have diplomats that are, and stuff that you can have a chunk of Mars is part of Russia, and then you're gonna have a chunk of Mars that's U.S., and you're gonna have a chunk of Mars that's China.
Now I'm thinking it's all gonna because they're all gonna. To me, it's gonna all intermingle. There's no water separating countries. I think it's going to be a bunch of cities and giant bubbles. Or if we can somehow return the atmosphere to Mars.
But you're fighting the fact that you already have that here on one planet. Now you're just diversifying it into one has 20. I'm not good with the numbers on that one. I'm just making an explanation.
You're not using girl math?
How many countries are there on the planet?
200 and some? 270
See,
some?
don't know. What I'm saying is now you're going to incorporate the moon and Mars and Venus.
Well, I'm talking about the only people that are going to get to go to Mars that have a space. You're not going to see somebody from what is it? Some small country.
Venus.
Germany doesn't have a space program.
Okay, but what if they want Venus? Can't live there, but they claimed it. So you have an uninhabitable fucking. Oh, sorry. Mouth. You have a place that you can't live because it's not like you're going to go to Uranus or.
It's
whatnot.
Uranus. Don't you dare try to change it.
But you go to a gas planet. There's nothing that you can't stand there. It's gas. There's no.
Maybe
rock
that's how
or
we fill
ice.
up our rockets. I don't know.
I don't think it works that way.
That's
But you go to Mars,
that's a
something you
problem
can step
for
on.
300-year whoever.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't go step on that. So if we were to colonize and go to Mars, that's possibly capable. I don't know. We can't even go to the moon.
Like my brain just went to like when it becomes possible to colonize. How is it going to be governed? Like, are we going to have a bunch of different
Same
governors?
way we do it here, I think.
I don't know. I feel like it's going to be more intermingling because there's no bodies of water to separate us. And by that time, we're going to have flying cars anyway.
What is it going to be water to separate?
I think it's just going to be cities all over the place.
I'm saying, but why does it got to be water to separate? What's the difference in Oklahoma and Arkansas?
I'm
We
talking
don't have to
like
have water to separate.
I'm talking like countries that are separated, like the UK and the United States. You don't have to.
So the UK and France are still two different places, and they don't have
But I feel
water.
like there's going to be more intermingling. There's not going to be really any borders, I guess. It's just going to be city hubs.
So we still got Canada and Mexico and the States.
I don't know, if some people get their way, there's going to be no borders.
I don't know. I just don't see a reason.
That's just how my brain's working right now. Like,
I just don't think that there's going to be any correlation other than the fact that you're going to say, you're going to add it. You're going to say, I'm from so-and-so's town, state, country, planet. I think it's just going to be an extra.
and it's going to be weird when that is possible. It's like, oh, well, I'm the first generation born on Mars. Are they going to see themselves differently than people on Earth?
I'm from a walks of Mars. You know, I'm a native Martian. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to answer your question.
That's just where my brain's going right now since we're talking about Mars and space travel and everything else.
Well, I don't think it'll be very far. No, it's
Like,
it's
are
really
people
not,
are
it's
pe-
not unrealistic.
are people going to take vacations to Earth?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you?
And people going to take vacations to Mars, these different city hubs or whatever?
Okay, so I'm gonna go back and back to going to realism. If you're gonna ask
I
that
like
question,
I like sci-fi.
I know, but no, think about this seriously. If we're gonna talk about Mars, this is our podcast, and you're asking about vacation and traveling there. When you go travel right now, you would think of something of, all right, I'm in Oklahoma. I want to go to Florida because I want to go to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Say you're on Mars, and you want to travel and you want to go to a beach, and there's not water there anymore, or it's on underneath the crust as
They
ice or
have
whatever.
some kind of hotel beach.
No, you want to go back to Earth so that you can go surf or snorkeling or whatever. So
Have
you go
some
back
sort
to
of-
Earth. Okay, but if you want to do it the other way and you're on Earth and you want to go play in the dunes and you want to take your 4-wheeler and dirt bike, whatever truck, you go sit and ride for miles in the dunes. that have different weights and stuff like that. It's like, oh, it's a little bit lighter because we don't have as much gravity.
I feel like that would be fun.
Well, I'm just saying, you do the same thing when you go from here.
I feel
to
like it's going to
Florida.
be a passport system, kind of.
What I'm saying from here is you're not going to go take a surfboard and go where around here. You go to like Texas.
Did you ever
or
watch Back
California.
to the Future when they had the hoverboards?
But you get my point. If you wanted to travel and do those, yeah, you go to just
It'd
instead
just
of a
be
different
like-
state or a different country, you just go to a different planet. It's the same thing, just further.
I feel like it's just going to be like a passport identification
That's
system.
that's what I'm saying though. Is you do the same thing now, it's just further. What's the difference in?
It's like your driver's license, kind of. Like
What do you mean?
driver's license, passport, identification card.
Oh yeah, but you get my point.
Yeah, I'm getting your point.
Yeah, it's the same thing, just further. How is it? What's the difference other than the fact that travel is different? You got to take a ship instead of a boat.
A boat, car,
Okay, but
plane.
okay, go back 1,500 years. How many blackbirds did you see going thousands of miles an hour?
1,500 years ago? People were riding camels.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm thinking of like a blackbird for stealth. If you would've
You're
showed
pretty
me-
white. You're not going to be stealthy.
No, a blackbird. I'm talking like a SR-71.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Okay.
just
You know
making
what
fun.
I'm
Of, I'm making fun of your pale complexion.
If you showed them that, or if you showed them our phones, and they're like, "What?" and they touch it, they're gonna freak out. This wasn't even 100 years ago,
That was
50 years ago.
20 years ago.
Showing a touch screen.
Yeah, go back to someone in 2000 that has a flip phone and show them that.
That little razor.
That was like 04, wasn't it?
I don't know.
But yeah, go back even 10 years ago and show someone an iPhone 16, 17, and they're like,
But that's what I'm saying is in correlation to our original part of this podcast was Mars. What's unrealistic about it when people think of stuff like that?
just, yeah, go back 10 years ago and show someone FaceTime.
So what's weird about going to Mars for vacation?
I'm totally in agreement with you. I'm just saying, like, how is it going to be governed? I guess I'm getting into some sci-fi political,
I think it's going to be the same.
just countries have different portions. People that can travel.
The same way we've done it.
Is it just going to be like another connecting flight when you're flying out of Tulsa and you're trying to go to
LAX?
LA and you got to go through Houston to California? That is our guard dog. But just imagine, like, hey, we're going on Christmas vacation and we're going to the Holiday Inn on Mars, but we got a connecting flight out of Houston to get onto the spaceship to go to Mars.
We stop
Just
and fill
imagine
up the
how.
ISS before we hit the moon.
Yeah, because Cape Canaveral's in Florida, isn't it?
I have no idea.
I think it's in Florida. But just imagine, like, oh yeah, we
That's
got.
still same planet though. You're talking about.
No, I'm
now.
like talking like how like common it's going to be like in the next 100 years. Like, oh, we're going to Mars or the moon for vacation. You got to get a connecting flight from Oklahoma to Houston to I think it's in Florida.
I would say that you have to go to one of those to fly over to like Russia and then make your.
I don't know the way SpaceX is going. He might make it a commercial flight. Just imagine taking a plane to then take a
Plane
spaceship.
your rocket.
Yeah, to go to the moon or Mars for vacation for a week or something.
Yeah, but it's like you stop and re-gas up somewhere. That's going to be your deal. Invest in that.
It's
now.
going to be you got a plane connected flight from from Tulsa to Houston, then fly to Florida, then you got to take a rocket to the moon to refill at the moon for your layover to Mars.
So have you seen those ones, the jets that are going through that they can not drive by, but fly by, and they get gas while they're still flying?
Oh yeah,
Or
those
jet fuel or
military jets. Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna start investing in that so you can do it in space. Hey, you guys are going to the moon. You just stop and get your.
Yeah, there's just another jet that pulls up and has
Yeah.
a tank.
So you're gonna have inner space.
I feel like they're going to have. I
Phillips.
feel like they're going to have airports at the moon for connecting flights.
I'm just talking about refilling. Oh God, there you go. Not even all you. So you're gonna have your whole problem right here. I just went down my own rabbit hole. Now you have Earth, Moon, and Mars that we're going to. So think here's the close one. You're going through, and then you get gas so that you can make it to here. But not only that, where are you getting your fossil fuels to get gas for that? Are we gonna just go do all?
It wouldn't surprise me if they just start ship. Just imagine gas. Like gas is $20 a gallon, just to help fill up your rocket.
$300 a gallon. Or is it gonna all be nuclear by then? Not
I
gas.
feel like
not
I feel
electric.
like
It's gonna all
rockets
be-
are going to have to be nuclear powered or something.
I think electric's gonna go out the window. If
well,
fossil
nuclear is
fuels are-
cleaner,
yeah, and it's more dependable.
and it's like
But are we gonna go from gas to electric to nuclear?
I feel like we should skip electrical and just go straight to
Yeah. No,
because it's like what is it like? Even our military, their ships and everything that they use are nuclear powered.
yeah.
One battleship can connect to the grid of LA and
Mhm.
power it for months if a natural disaster
Yep.
happens.
Yep.
Why are we not I mean, I can understand people they're scared against it.
Yeah. Well, it
And-
is dangerous, but
It is dangerous, but then you hire the people that can
don't
control
mess it up.
that.
Yeah.
Like, yes,
agree.
what happened in Chernobyl was bad.
Okay.
And it's still leaking radiation to this day, and it's still uninhabitable.
Yeah, just a little.
But if you have the right, proper people and tools, it shouldn't be a problem. Not these DEI hires.
Do it yourself. DIY.
Yeah. I had to think of what the acronym was.
DIY, just put a little duct tape on it. And
Yeah, you'll be fine. That duct tape is definitely going to cause that radiation not to leak out.
Yeah, it'll buff out.
Well, you got anything else, Hunter?
I think that's about it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining us on this very weird episode of the Board Blue Collar Podcast. Again, we are your hosts, Hunter and myself, Henry. Like and subscribe for more sweaters. And, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye, guys.